What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about Senseonics, what are my thoughts on price prediction on Senseonics, and why I think this is a great long-term stocks, and why I'm going to hold my Senseonics for long-term, and but I'm also going to take some profit on short-term. So guys, before going deep dive into the video, if you want to know more about the product of Senseonics, which is CGM EVersence product, so I think you should probably seek or check the videos of Dr. Dean on investing, because he's a doctor, and no matter how much I try, I think he can make a better video on the products, and he can give his better thoughts on Senseonics product. Guys, now I'm gonna also tell you something that most of the YouTubers haven't been talking about on Senseonics, and that is one of the reason why I think Senseonics will go more higher than everyone else thinks. Now let's go into the video, guys. So let's go straight into the chart of Senseonics first, and then I'll give you my long-term perspective on Senseonics and how I'm going to play this play, or my strategy behind Senseonics. So we can see that it opened today at $3.15, and the highs for the day was $3.17, and the lows was $2.75, and it closed at $2.84. So it is pretty much respecting the resistance of $3.19. So it is not going beyond that. It is bouncing back from the resistance, and it is also respecting the support of $2.87. So we might see a big run up on SENS on next 2 to 3 days, or it might also be on tomorrow, but it will go eventually blow. It should eventually blow up this week. So as you can see, is the sellers are unconfused, and the buyers both are confused, because the highs are getting lower and lower, and also the lows are getting lower and lower. So it might look like the Senseonics closed at lower than yesterday, but it is not so. Senseonics has also lower lows than yesterday. So what it means is it is heading towards a big breakout. So we might see a big breakout on Senseonics on next 2 to 3 days, or probably this week. I'm sure that it will break out on this week, and it will eventually go up, I guess, to somewhere between $4. So make your hands strong right now. Senseonics about to break out again. So that's my prediction on Senseonics price. Now I'll give you my long-term perspective on Senseonics. Now I'll explain to you why I'm thinking to go long-term on Senseonics, and why I think this shares will go eventually to the top on long-term. So first, let's go on to the shares outstanding of Senseonics. So the total shares outstanding of Senseonics 236.52 million, and the total shares float of Senseonics is 119.47 million. And the total short float of Senseonics is 30.95%. So what it means is the total outstanding share means the total number of shares the company has issued on its lifetime. So Senseonics has issued the total number of 36.52 million shares till now. And what short shares float means is the total number of shares the company out of the total number of shares the company has issued, the number of shares which retail investors like you and me and other investors have bought up. So out of 236.52 million, only 119.47 million shares have been bought up till now. And what short float means is the total number of shares that have been shorted. So it leads us to a question, what is short sale? So short sale is basically borrowing the shares from and buying it in future, thinking that the shares will go down. So how it works, like for example, you bought an apple from your friend on $10, and you sold it to someone on $10, and thinking that it will eventually go down to $5, and you'll make a $5 profit from your borrowing. So what happened later is the price of the apple went to $15, and you have to cut off the position by getting a $5 loss, and you have to pay total of $15 to your friend. So what happening currently with GameStop. As you can see, the short sellers are getting squeezed, and they are cutting out their positions, and they are eventually buying the shares of GameStop, and the GameStop is again going to its new height. So that is what I think what will happen with Senseonics when it will release their 180-day FDA approved CGM or EVersence product. So I will wait till then when they will approve when FDA will approve their 180-day EVersence product. What the company said on approval is it might come on second quarter. So we might see a huge run up on Senseonics on that time. I think it will probably go to more than $20 or $30. I think it should probably go to more than that price range. because the short sellers have to purchase at that time, and also the pressure of institutional investors and retail investors on to buy the shares of Senseonics will be used, because it is not just just product, because Senseonics has made this after nearly 12 years. So the first was made by Dexcom, and Senseonics made this product after 12 years, and it's also the first 90-day CGM. So I think there will be huge run up on that time when it will be 180-day CGM. So I'm going to probably wait for till that. So I'll also explain to you my strategy on short term on Senseonics. So if Senseonics reaches up to the height of $4.748, or if it reaches up to $5, then I will take some profit from that, because I have also got other shares which is on huge run up right now, and I also don't want to miss out other shares. However, I won't cut out all of my positions on Senseonics. I'll wait till the end, till the short sellers will get squeezed, and that is the time when the Senseonics will run up on the use. So guys, now I'll explain the long-term view on Senseonics on their CGM product. So guys, this is the financials of Dexcom, which has made 10-day CGM way longer before, and which was not so advanced as what Senseonics has made now. So now let's go on to the total number of shares outstanding and total number of shares float. So the total number of shares outstanding is 95.80, and total number of shares float is 95.62, and the shares float is 3.61. So we don't have to look all of this right now. I just want you to show the market capital of this company. So it is 34.46 billion. So the market cap of this company is 34.46 billion, and in all of that, their main product is only CGM. So with only CGM as the main product, the market cap is so huge. And just think on Senseonics right now, what will be the market cap of Senseonics when they will manufacture the product more, and they will eventually start selling their product. And we also know that they are already more than ahead of their competition. So as we can also see here, so according to their total market capital and their total shares outstanding, so if you divide total market capital by total shares outstanding, we'll get the total price of shares of their current share price, which is 361. So now let's go out and check it on Senseonics. So for example, just let's say the market cap only reaches down to 15 million, and their total number of outstanding shares is 236.52 million. Now let's just calculate, do a rough calculation on what will be their share price look like on when their total market capital will reach out to, let's say, the half of, let's go now onto the half of the Dexcom. So let's say 15 billion. So let's calculate it. According to my rough calculation, their share price should be $63. So if they only reach half of the market cap of Dexcom, then they will still have $63. Then that is not it, guys. There is also the short sellers, which will get squeezed on between that time, and they will eventually have to sell their shares, and we might see the price rise up higher than 63, or it might be more than 100 on half of the market capital of when it tries to reach the half of the market cap of Dexcom. The market cap of Senseonics will rise when the short sellers will also sell. But what I mean by on here is Senseonics has huge potential right now and on its long term. So I'm going to stay till their 180 days after arrives, and I'm also going to stay till they do their production on very well. We might see a huge contracts on Senseonics on future. So that is my long-term view on Senseonics, guys. So if you like the video, then don't forget to give a like down below. I really appreciate those likes. So guys, Senseonics product just went down. Senseonics stock just went down because of the issuing of share, and that's what happens on short term. It is not good for short term, but however for long term it is way more better, because they have already issued the share and they got the cash, and they are ready for launching up their product. So when they will launch up their product, then they can have a huge profit on it. So it is way more better for long term. That's why I'm sticking half of my shares, are more than 70% of my positions on Senseonics for long term, and I think in long term this stock will blow up everyone's mind. So guys, So that's it for today. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up below. I really appreciate your thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't like to miss out any future updates. I'm going to be covering up on some good penny stocks that are on base level right now on future. So see you in the next video, guys. Have a good day.